Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. Another cold February day here in Simcoe, Ontario. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Simcoe, Ontario, and if you don't have your own demonstrator in Canada, feel free to shop with me. You can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com, or my demonstrator website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. So welcome everybody. Another quick card today. We're coming up to the end of celebration for January and February 2022, so I thought I'd just do a quick card using a couple of free celebration items. Let me just turn the camera down. So here we are. This is the celebration catalogue for January to February 2022. This free collection here is the stamp set and the DSP. DSPs are beautiful. They're all nice subtle colours, I would say, except for the green which stands out, but they're all very nice colours. And if you spend $120 Canadian from any catalogue or a mixture of any catalogues, it could be the January to June mini, the annual catalogue, the clearance rack. If your order totals $120 before taxes, you could select this as your free item, and it's a beautiful stamp set and beautiful papers to go with it. There's the stamp set. Nice sizes for the stamps. Love and support stamp, birthday stamp, a hello friend stamp. They're just lovely. These are the papers here, and as you saw in the catalogue, they're just all nice papers. Beautiful on both sides. Really nice papers using lots of nice fresh colours. The colours are basic black, fresh freesia, granny apple green, petal pink, pool party and shaded spruce. So for my sample card I used this paper here, and it opens up like this. And you're using the inside of the paper or the reverse side of the paper for the inside of your card. Right, folds up like that, and there it is. I used the Stitched So Sweetly dies, and I had some pool party ink and some petal pink ink, and I had some 2021 to 23 in colour gems to make that card. So let's just let's see what we're going to do with this one. So I'm going to use this paper this time, and I'm using this because this one because I wanted to say to you, just be careful of your directions. You see, this side, it doesn't matter which way you use it. It's lovely either way, and it works all four ways. You know, this one, if you want your stripes going up and down on your card, you got to cut it one way. If you want your stripes going this way on the card, you have to cut it the other way. Now, if you want your stripes on your card going side to side like this, like across the middle, that's how you're going to cut your paper. You're going to cut your paper across here. If you want your stripes going up and down on your card, you're going to cut it this way, still across the bottom, but you're going to set it upright in your paper cutter. And what you're going to have is you're going to cut off a piece of paper. Which way do I want my stripes going? I think I want my stripes going up and down, so I'm going to cut off 5.5 by 12. by 12, and I'm going to score this at 4 1/4, 6 and 7 3/4. So 4 1/4, because that's your standard card front. Now remember, when you're scoring with your cutting tool, don't press too hard with your scoring blade, because you can score right through the paper if you're too heavy. You do need to score it enough to make your mark, you know, so that you can see it when you're folding your paper, but you don't want to cut through your paper. So 4 1/4, 6 and 7 3/4. there. Now I also have, before we go any further, I have a piece of cardstock, white cardstock for the inside, and that cardstock is 4x3, that's that piece. I also have a piece of thick Whisper white, and that's 4¼ by 5½, and I'm going to adhere my DSP to this card. Actually, I'll go that way, to this card, and that's just going to strengthen the back of the card. Okay, so we've got score lines. I'm not sure you can see them, but I can, and I can feel them. Sometimes you have to feel for your score lines. Now, because I want the stripes to go on the outside of the card, I'm going to fold that way first. I'm going to burnish it there, and then I'm going to turn it over and turn it around, and I'm going to find my next crease, and it's there, and you see I'm using my fingers to find it, so it's going that way, and I'm going to swing it again, and there's my last crease, and I'm going to fold it that way. Now on this fold here, take an extra second or two and make sure your edges at the front are even, because that's what's going to sit on your card. And also with a paper like this where it's stripes, if your fold down here was not straight, you would have a stripe that's maybe 1/8 of an inch at the top but 1/4 inch at the bottom, and that just doesn't look quite right. All right, so that's basically what we're going to work with. We're going to put this on here like this, but I'm going to open it up so that I can see where my crease line is down here, down this fresh freesia line almost, and I'm going to tip my card because I just want to see where my line is going down the side, because I want to get adhesive all the way around, because I don't want this falling off my card. And I'm going as close to the edge, about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. I'll just set that there and hope it doesn't go anywhere. Line that up on my piece of cardstock. Yeah, that looks lined up nicely. So that goes like that. There's your basic card. Okay, we're now going to do some stamping. I'm going to bring in my foam mat because these are photopolymer stamps, and I'm going to use fresh freesia for my ink. I think, yes, I'm going to use fresh freesia for my ink, and I'm going to do all my stamping at the same time. I'm also going to use the petal pink that I used before for my flowers. Okay, the sentiments are going in fresh freesia. So we've got hope you have the best birthday, and that's going on the inside of the card. There, nice. That down. And for the front of the card, whoops, I've got hello friend. And I'm stamping that in the center of this scrap because I'm going to cut it out with a, one of the dies from the Stitched So Sweetly set. Out of the way. Close this pad, and we're going to use the other one, the petal pink. And I'm going to try and just ink up the corner of this stamp set. Because I just want to use the flowers on the corner of my card, just like that. Oh, nice. So that's it for stamping, all done. I'm going to cut this out. We're going to put that in the middle of the card. I think we'll cut this out first. Oh, I need a piece of fresh freesia. So I'm going to just cut off a scrap of this. And I just want this to be able to go through through my small stamp and cut and emboss machine. One thing I always forget to do, I want to tape my first die around my sentiment so that it doesn't move. I can run them both through at the same time, but I want to get this one lined up because I don't have a lot of playroom, and I want to make sure that it's nice and straight across the hello and the friend. Looks pretty close there. I've got a couple of pieces of tape. There. Now the other one, the other piece, the other die that I'm going to cut out is for the background. So as long as I've got a piece of cardstock big enough, it doesn't really matter if this piece isn't straight. So we got board number 1 and, well, plate number 1 and plate number 2, and they're staggered. One is just slightly behind the other, and then I'm going to put, there it goes. There's one. There's the second. Trim him a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we have the hello cut out. I'll just stick that there. That doesn't matter. Alright, so we've got this to go on the inside of the card. This is glued down nicely. Put the top on, see if that runs down. And I'm just going to set this right in the middle here. Looks nice, looks about even. There. There's the front of my card, and I've got to decide what to do with this. Now, the front of this card is kind of plain compared to the front of this one. See, I had a lot of detail here. This has nice stripes and everything, but it looks a little I don't know, looks like it needs something. You know what, we're going to use the Granny Apple green ribbon. I just want to mix up the colours here if we can. Okay, so that's going to go like that with this behind. I'm hoping this doesn't rip my cardstock because I don't have great luck with this, and that worked perfectly. Thank you. So we're just going to go, I'm looking where my adhesive is. I'm moving my card to get the light to shine on it. So it's going there. I'm just going to make loops here. There. And there. Yeah. that is stuck nicely to that. I'm going to put this piece on dimensionals. Oops, stuck to the card. Now I don't want my ribbon to come apart, so I'm going to stick a couple of dimensionals over the edges of my ribbon. See if I can just move that one in. Over the edges of my ribbon to help my ribbon stay in place too. Get these off, and then we'll see what we're going to do with the actual stamped part. Like that. So there it is. Oops. Two nice cards. Both used paper from the same Celebration selection. The Friendly Hello paper and stamp set. If we wanted to, we could put a couple of gems on there. I actually have some gems sitting right here. Just spice it up a little bit. We'll put some couple of purple gems on there, and that'll finish it off. You see these? Yeah. There and there. Oh, one more little one. I think we'll just pop them up here. Put it there. There. So added a few gems from the 2021-23 in coloured gems just to finish it off. This card was shown to me by my friend Janice, so all credit due to Janice. If you make these cards to sell, please add the Stampin' Up Angel stamp, which just says all the supplies used are Stampin' Up supplies. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye.